Welcome to Learning with Story and Conversation.
But you were only 4, Jerry, when you came here. You have remembered how she looked, all these years. My mother lives in Mannville, he said. Disturbed me. Then I understood my distress. I was filled with a passionate resentment that any woman should go away and leave her son. A son like this one. The orphanage was a wholesome place. The food was more than adequate. The boys were healthy. Granted, perhaps, that the boy felt no lack. What blood fed the bowels of a woman who did not yearn over this child's lean body that had come in parturition out of her own? Have you seen her, Jerry, lately? I asked. I see her every summer. She sends for me. I wanted to cry out. Why are you not with her? How can she let you go away again? He said, she comes up here from Mannville whenever she can. She doesn't have a job now. His face shone in the firelight. She wanted to give me a puppy, but they can't let any one boy keep a puppy. You remember the suit I had on last Sunday? He was plainly proud. She sent me that for Christmas. The Christmas before that, he drew a long breath, savoring the memory. She sent me a pair of skates. I let the other boys use them, but they're careful of them. What circumstances other than poverty? I'm going to take the $1 you gave me for taking care of Pat, he said, and buy her a pair of gloves. I hated her. Poverty or not, there was other food than bread, and the soul could starve as quickly as the body. He was taking his $1 to buy gloves for her big, stupid hands, and she lived away from him, in Mannville, and contented herself with sending him skates. She likes white gloves, he said. Do you think I can get them for $1? I think so, I said, and after my first fury at her, we did not speak of her again. His having a mother, any sort at all, relieved me of the ache I had had about him. He was not lonely. It was none of my concern. He came every day and cut my wood and did small helpful favors and stayed to talk. The days had become cold, and often I let him come inside the cabin. He would lie on the floor in front of the fire, with one arm across the pointer, and they would both doze and wait quietly for me. Other days they ran with a common ecstasy through the laurel, and he brought me back vermilion maple leaves and chestnut boughs dripping with imperial yellow. I was ready to go. I said to him, you have been my friend, Jerry. I shall often think of you and miss you. Pat will miss you too. I am leaving tomorrow. He did not answer, and I watched him go in silence up the hill. I expected him the next day, but he did not come. I closed the cabin and started the car. I stopped by the orphanage and left the cabin key and money with Miss Clark. And will you call Jerry for me to say goodbye to him? I don't know where he is, she said. I'm afraid he's not well. He didn't eat his dinner this noon. One of the other boys saw him going over the hill into the laurel. It's not like him. I was almost relieved. It would be easier not to say goodbye to him. I said, I wanted to talk with you about his mother, why he's here, but I'm in more of a hurry than I expected to be. It's out of the question for me to see her now, too. But here's some money to buy things for him at Christmas and on his birthday. It will be better than for me to try to send him things. I could so easily duplicate skates, for instance. She blinked her honest spinster's eyes. There's not much use for skates here, she said. Her stupidity annoyed me. What I mean, I said, is that I don't want to duplicate the things his mother sends him. I might have chosen skates if I didn't know she had already given them to him. She stared at me. I don't understand, she said. He has no mother. He has no skates.
Thanks for watching my video. Please subscribe my channel and press the bell icon.